Hello everyone, this is my review of Naruto and the Prologue/Land of Waves story arc, the first arc of Naruto. I'll be covering the manga version in this review. Naruto is one of my favorite franchises of all time, so it's very excited to be able to review this, give my thoughts on it. And I bought all three manga boxes, so might as well to, instead of them just dusting away. And I thought this would be a fun review because I never read manga, I've only watched the anime. So it'd be good to get my perspective, my thoughts, my opinions on it that way. Naruto's win by Masashi Kishimoto. It was in Shonen Jump magazine through September 21st, 1999 to November 10th, 2014. This published volumes of Naruto in the US, and it's one of the best manga of all time, with 250 million copies sold of its volumes. If everyone bought, if everyone who bought Naruto bought all the volumes, that means 3,472,222.2 repeating people have bought and read 72 volumes of Naruto. But we all know that's not the case, but it's a fun little perspective, I guess, of looking at it. And I will be grouping chapters in this review, kind of like how I group episodes, especially in my Yu-Gi-Oh reviews, that I think go together. Even though that's not how the first couple of chapters go, but might as well start with chapter 1. So the story kind of starts off with a little backstory about how the fourth Hokage, a Hokage is kind of ninja president of village and believes, beat the 9-headed fox and die as a result of a battle. We see Naruto playing on the faces of the Hokage. His teacher Iruka captures Naruto and brings him back to class. Instead of using the transformation jutsu like his teacher wanted him, and transforming as Iruka, he uses his sexy jutsu. Because picking up Naruto's feeling lonely, so he promised him ramen after he cleans up the paint off of the Hokage's faces. Naruto's dream is to become Hokage so that everyone would be forced to respect him. Naruto failed on passing his ninja final exam by not being able to make a solid, good clone of himself. We see how lonely Naruto is with the swing scene. And I love the imagery here of him just sitting on the swing by himself. And you just see all these kids with moms and dads and stuff like that. And he's just by himself. Misuke, another teacher, tells Naruto about another way to graduate. We learn that Iruka understands how Naruto feels because his parents died during the fight of the 9-tailed fox. Iruka finds Naruto with this scroll called a manuscript, and Naruto tells Iruka that Misuke told Naruto to take the scroll, and that he could graduate if he mastered all the techniques in it. Misuke shows up attacking them both, because the secret scroll is precious to the village. So you're not supposed to take it out because it will bring ruin to the village if another village knows the secrets of the scroll. So you want to make sure the scroll stays safe. And Mitsuki tells Naruto that the 9-tailed fox is trapped inside of him, and every adult knows this. That's why they treat him so poorly, because he has a demon fox inside of him. Naruto just wants people to acknowledge him because of how poorly he is treated. So, we see, how he's, being mistreated something that he wasn't even aware of was a thing, and adults treating him like shit because he didn't know the nine-tailed fox was trapped inside him until this point. So like, and and he just wants to earn the respect of people. So Luka saves Naruto because he says he understands how bad loneliness feels. And then we get like my favorite scene from like any like episode 1 type stuff and like / chapter 1 of any manga. I'm gonna do a direct quote here. And Luka says, "Maybe I do hate for Fox, but not Naruto. Not for Bo. For him, nothing but respect. He's an excellent student. He works with all his might, but sometimes, even so, he's awkward, clumsy, a screw up. People have mocked and shunned him, and it's given him empathy. He knows what it's like to be in pain. But Bo is no longer your demon fox. He's a citizen of Konoharaku Village, Naruto Uzumaki." I love that little speech Aruka gave because it is the first time in Naruto's life that someone has acknowledged Naruto. And it's a nice little speech too to I think that speaks to a lot of people that have seen Naruto and watched Naruto. Because I mean, realistically, like I feel like there's a lot of people want to be accepted for who they are and all that stuff, and for stuff they can't control. So I do think that's a great little speech, and we do see like throughout the chapter before the speech, like Uga noticing like with when he finds like Naruto with school, like he's been training hard and stuff like that. So like it's not like Uga just pulled this out of his butt. Like we see Uga's inner thoughts, and this comes naturally. But Naruto saves Uga from being killed by Mitsuki. Naruto shows off what he learned from the school, but Shaq clone Jutsu, which we would see plenty of times. The chapter ends with Naruto graduating. Like, I basically kind of gave my thoughts on this chapter away. I love this chapter. I think it. For those who don't know, I have a very specific rule now. A specific rule, but like when it comes to like episode 1s or like chapter 1s and stuff. But chapter 1 and episode 1 of whatever franchise, show, manga, whatever, has one job. Is to get you hooked on a character, place, or idea. If you can't get that, it's not a good episode 1. And if I don't feel like at least that when I'm watching the show, I'm gonna drop it. And if I get bored during episode 1, I'm gonna drop it. Because if you can't keep me entertained during episode 1, when it's like that's the hook, I'm gonna drop it. But like chapter 1 of Naruto excels in that masterfully. I want to hang out with Naruto. I want to see how Naruto grows as a character. And I want to see how, with his newfound knowledge, that he learns about like a little bit about himself, and the reason why people treat him so poorly, and how it continues on from there. So chapter 2. In a meeting between Naruto and the full Hokage, his grandson Konohamaru try attacking the Hokage, but trips and falls. Even Konohamaru's teacher looks down on Naruto hard, like, it's the 9-10 Fox, but he has glasses. It seems like people treat Konohamaru different because he's the grandson of a Hokage. And of course Naruto doesn't care that he's the grandson of a Hokage. And I do like the parallel this setup, like, hey, people treat Naruto poorly because of something he can't control. But people treat Konohamaru kind of though, because of something he can't control. This causes Konohama to want the sexy jutsu because he goes like, oh, I see, but the sexy jutsu works on my father. And Konohama wants to be his grandfather, so people will stop seeing him as the honorable grandson after he becomes Hokage. But both we're going from before Hokage, but before Hokage want not to be seen as a hero, but of course, we don't know that didn't happen. I do like how Ubisoft is like for Obama of like hatred for Naruto's gang. And we do see like Konohama showing off the sexy jutsu to his master. If Naruto combines but his newly found Shadow Jutsu with his sexy jutsu to create Valhalla Jutsu to be but like Naruto teaches Konohama with his no shortcuts to get to Yugo. And I think this chapter is good because one thing you would notice in Naruto is kind of self-trained a bit, but Kishimoto likes to pair Naruto with characters that are very similar to Naruto to show who Naruto is as a person and able growth into Naruto. With this example of Konohama, it shows how who Naruto is as a person, because it shows like, hey, there's no shortcuts to go. I'm gonna work hard to get to where I need to be. Like as we saw with like him along with Shadow Jutsu, he was training. He was training with all screen, but we see like his clothes would be up and stuff like that. So like we've seen Naruto kind of already put that in practice and be like, hey, like I know that being seen as something you don't because of something you can't don't like because of something you can't control sucks, but like there's no shortcuts of being able to like just prove people wrong and stuff like that. And I think that's a very good message. Chapter 3, and a very important chapter. Because I like how chapter 2 kind of sows bones, like, he was our main character, Naruto, by taking like 2 chapters to like introduce and show who he is as a person. Chapter 3, we get Sakura. The girl Naruto likes, but likes Sasuke instead. That's her character for this arc. Like, no joke, she does nothing cool, and that's legitimately her character. Now, I wouldn't mind so much if she wasn't like a main character, but she is. And sometimes I just want her to just shut up so badly. Because I feel like she had nothing. But like, but you won't. But no, but like for real, like her inner Sakura as like a gag can be funny, but like, there's nothing more to say about her. That's it. Like if we go to like the end of the song, that's gonna be my same thoughts. There's no growth in Sakura or like any interesting breadcrumbs given to her character. I'm not saying she has to have like this full blown character arc by the end of this arc, but like there's nothing given to I feel like entice people to like her. Really. And then Sasuke, who's the cool emo hot topic guy. And we talk more about Sasuke a bit later in terms of like personality and stuff because that is a slow bone, unlike Sakura, which I know her was supposed to be like the in between Naruto and Sasuke, like the girl likes the free pose type stuff, but like she doesn't do that like stick well. Because like she's supposed to like be the glue. She's not the glue. She's not. Like something like that, like an in between the two. like someone bumps into Naruto that causes him to kiss Sasuke. Naruto gets beaten up because each ninja gets put on a 3-man team with one Jonin, which is a high-ranking ninja. Naruto and Sakura and Sasuke get put on a team together. Naruto tries to beat up Sasuke, but he's like, Sasuke won. Sasuke is flirting with Sakura and asks her what she thinks of Naruto. She doesn't think highly of him. But oh no, it seems like it was Naruto transformed as Sasuke. But number 2 has come to say hello. The real Sasuke passes Sakura and stands up for Naruto because Sakura is like, oh, first of all, I don't know what the fuck any real life person who would say this, but like, oh, a person with no parents is so spoiled, blah, 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 blah. And Sasuke's like, shut up. And like, it shows more to Sasuke's character. It shows how fucking shallow Sakura is as a character. And the reason why Naruto's stomach bugged out is because he drank expired milk. I like this chapter because, like, if it makes Sasuke interesting, you're like, oh, there's more to Sasuke. Then, like, he chops a hot topic to give out Slife of a Sky Dragon teacher, but you can only buy the medium size online. Last time I checked, which was a few months ago, I'm still salty that they had a short size that doesn't fit me. God dang it! I'm about to leave that in. But like, Sakura's boring. I hate to say it like that, but she, like, I'm gonna try not to keep bringing it up. Like, there's no meat there, no, like, or anything to chew on to, like, be like, oh, this is a good character or anything like that. It's just, she is. So, chapters 4 through 8. Here we go. Here's the grouping. The grouping has begun. Naruto sets a prank for his teacher being late. Enter Kakashi Hatake, who seems showing to like the rest, like Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke. Everyone goes on introducing themselves. Naruto talks about Wama and his dreams of surpassing Hokage. Sasuke talks about restoring his clan and killing someone in revenge. And Sakura talks about loving Sasuke and hating Naruto. My point exactly. The first training is a survival exercise. It's a test to see who of the graduating class would continue being ninjas if they go back to school. The 3 must steal one of 2 bells from Kakashi. The one that doesn't get a bell would be tied up to the tree stump and have lunch being eaten in front of him. Naruto just charges in while the other 2 hides and watch, because Naruto's just like, I'm gonna fucking take you down. Kakashi shows he got move. He's like, and we get like the breakdown of like hand-to-hand combat against Taiji. Kakashi is reading a book series called Make Out Paradise, as Naruto attacks him and just schooling him. Kakashi uses the 1,000 years of death, which he sticks his fingers up Naruto's butt, and then realizes this was what the hell are you here to teach him? Just revolts, I guess, because Kakashi is not getting the thing stuck up his butt. Anyways, Naruto uses child coins, but Kakashi uses substitution jutsu to make the coins fight themselves. Naruto fell for the old girl lying something down the ground, and then a rope would tie up in a tree trick. I don't know if that's a show name. I didn't look it up. In the tree trick handbook. Sasuke attacks Kakashi, but he uses substitution again. That's like Kakashi's favorite like thing to do. like for a bit. Substitution. Naruto fell for a rope trick again. Kakashi uses Genjutsu, which allows the user to take over the opponent's senses, which, hearing, seeing, smell, taste, and feel. I didn't want to snap. I mean, I was trying to just feel my fingers and then turn into a snap. And maybe I have a gang going on, like snapping gang. I don't know. Why did I think of gang? I don't know. Is there like some kind of, I don't know. I feel like there's a musical with like a snapping gang. Like, for just like snaps as we walk. I don't know, I could be making shit up. Anyways. Kakashi uses Genjutsu on Sakura to make her think that Sasuke is dead. I like Rock's detail of Kakashi unable to read when facing Sasuke to show that Sasuke is a step above his teammates. Small detail but a nice touch. Sasuke touched one of the bells. Naruto sees the lunchboxes. We see that Sasuke used the fireball jutsu. Kakashi pulls Sasuke's body so just his head's sticking up. So Sasuke was ultimately not able to get one of the bells. Kakashi catches Naruto before he eats for lunch. We see how revenge heavy like Sasuke truly is. He is like, man, just need to become ninja so I can throw out my revenge. Kakashi says that none of them would be shinobi because he doesn't think they have what it takes to be a ninja. Kakashi explains the point of training with teamwork, and the reason why there was only 2 bells is to cause the group to break up. Kakashi said that Sakura only cares about fighting Sasuke, and Naruto just challenges him by himself, and Sasuke, for all 2, are useless. Kakashi says that mentions always something you would see alive doing. Sasuke and Sakura gets lunch, but Naruto doesn't. They try to give him something that failed. Both Sakura and Sasuke offer their lunch to Naruto. Kakashi says for free pass, saying that another direct quote, a true shinobi seeks for hidden meaning within hidden meanings. Those who violate the rules and fail to follow orders are lower than garbage. However, those who don't care for and support their fellows are even lower than that. I really like that quote. That quote comes up a lot in Naruto. I think it's a very important quote. Making Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi Team 7. I really like the story. It shows how cool Kakashi is. And also kind of hints at more Kakashi. A bit. But I like how he just screws with his students. I love that so much. And we learn more about Sasuke and how interesting he, possibly can be in the future. So that's something also is a big positive. Chapters 9 and 10, we see Team 7 catching a lost cat. Naruto wants a bigger mission than babysit for the council of elders and finding lost pets. With some missions from D to A, and D being the easiest, and A being the hardest. We also rank ninjas, Genny being the lowest, Chunin being in the middle, Johnny being the highest ranking one. Team 7 is assigned to protect a bridge builder by the name of Tazon. Tazon and Naruto don't get along at all. We learn that there's 5 major hidden villages with their own Kage as Leo. We see 2 ninjas hidden Apollo kill Kakashi. Sasuke saves Naruto from being killed. Kakashi uses the good old substitution jutsu, so he's alive. Naruto falls during this fight. Sasuke teases Naruto about Kakashi points out that Tanzan kept the fact that he was going to be talking about ninjas a secret. Naruto reopens his wound to give a pose to them. And Naruto swears he would protect Tanzan. And we get the first look of Zabuza, who is more or less the main villain. These 2 pair of chapters I like. It's a nice little cool action scene, really. But a bit of more world building, and we see that like even though like Naruto's like all talk and all like talk, he still like flows in the fight, and I think usually like hot shots and stuff just go especially when the protagonist go all out and everything's okay. So it's actually kind of nice to see the invotes. But we see how all of this progress. Starting with chapter 11 through 16. The power of the Nine Tails heals Naruto's hand quickly. God, but richest man in the world. Once Tenzin dead because he controls all transportation in the land of waves. But the bridge for Tenzin is building will ruin that. Tenzin will lie about the details of the mission because he couldn't follow the rank mission. Naruto is trying to give Ebony before Sasuke and almost kills a bunny. Zabuza attacks the group. Kakashi wants to take Zabuza on alone. Kakashi has the Sharingan Eye, which allows the user to see past all Genjutsu and reflect it back. Also, the user can copy any technique. The Sharingan is supposed to be only possessed by the Uchiha clan. So, who is this Kakashi Hatake? Zabuza uses the mist-summoning jutsu to harm himself. Sasuke starts to break under pressure, but Kakashi steps him out. Kakashi saves everyone from Zabuza's attack. Kakashi was able to copy Zabuza's wall clone, but Zabuza double wall clone and kick Kakashi into some wall so he can use his wall imprisoning jutsu. And Zabuza summons like another clone because he has to keep his hand in the prison to trap Kakashi. And this clone kicks Naruto so hard that he loses his head, and Naruto is about to run away like Kakashi wants them like for free to do. But he remembers that his promise against to protect Tenzin, and like, hey, also promised never to back down from a fight. Naruto charges at the clone Zabuza to get his handband back. Naruto has a plan that involves Sasuke. We learned that Zabuza took part in the village hymn, the Mist, also known as the village of the Bloody Mist graduation, which you had to kill your classmates. Zabuza was so boomed in the exam that they had to change it. Because Zabuza kicks Sasuke in Naruto's butt, Naruto uses his Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto throws Sasuke a demon wind shuriken. Real Zabuza catches it, but Sasuke throws another one in his shadow. Zabuza dodges it by jumping. You gotta give it hops. But second shuriken was really Naruto, and Naruto throws a kunai at Zabuza, making him let go of the wall prison. And by the way, like what? Probably my favorite in terms of artwork. And this arc is when Kakashi gets up, protecting Naruto from Zabuza's counterattack. Like, just, like, Kakashi's hair dripping wet. You see the Sharingan, and then you see, like, Kakashi's arm, like, bleeding, from, like, protecting Naruto. It's really cool and awesome, panel. Kakashi was able to copy Zabuza's Wall Dragon Jutsu. Kakashi was able to beat Zabuza due to, using his own Jutsu before him, which is being the giant waterfall jutsu. And Shinobi Hunter, who hunts down and kills rogue and outlaws, kills Zabuza. Naruto's upset about how easily the Shinobi Hunter killed Zabuza, and Kakashi's just like, deal with it, man, But the Shinobi Hunter takes his Zabuza's body, and due to using the Sharingan too much, Kakashi can't move for a week. The reason why Kakashi thinks that the Shinobi Hunter took Zabuza's body so that enemies can learn Zabuza's techniques via digging through his body. Zabuza is truly alive if a Shinobi killer works for him. And we love that his name is Haku. I really like this group of chapters, great addition to Zabuza. of being like a menacing threat. And also chapter for Kakashi, even though he got captured for some of it, he would show off his moves and stuff. And a little like mini arc for Naruto about not going back on his road. And being having a little cool action scene with Sasuke. While Sakura is just standing there, doing nothing. Chapter 17 to 22, Kakashi thinks that Zabuza is not dead due to Shinobi Hunter not destroying the body on the spot. And in fact, he used acupuncture needles. Kakashi wants his 3 students to train. Oi, Tensen's grandson, says that all ninja are going to die. All of the ninja veil are gonna die. Since there's no such thing as heroes. Well, hope we can shout he is. Naruto was gonna hit him, but he hears crying in his room, so he leaves him alone. And we learn about chakra, aka energy you need to learn about chakra, aka the energy you need to use jutsu. Kakashi says if we will learn how to climb trees, they're controlling the chakra at the bottom of the feet. So like they gain better chakra control and better stamina. Naruto uses too little, Sasuke uses too much, and Sakura just gets it first try. She did something, I guess. Kakashi is like, I don't fucking care about hope. I want Sasuke and Naruto to do this so we can tap into the chakra reserves. I like, even Kakashi doesn't care about Sakura. I'm joking. Or am I? Zabuza was about to be killed by Gon and his man, but Haku saves Zabuza. Haku's Zabuza plan killing Gon. Naruto does something that Sasuke would never do, and asks Sakura for help. Sakura is protecting Tenzin when the boat's trained. Tenzin wants to finish his bridge, even if it means his life. I like how we see Sasuke's and Naruto's rivalry as a train. Like, you really feel like they rivals. Sasuke even asks Naruto what Sakura told him, which is basically focus. But Naruto's like, no, I'm not telling you shit. Mind your own business. Figure it out, huh, prodigy? But like, we learn about Inari's father, not his birth father, but someone who was very much a father figure of Inari, was somewhat of a city called hero. His father saved him from drowning after bullies pushed him and his dog into the sea. His father says that you gotta protect the stuff precious to you, even at the cost of your life, if that would become your legacy. One of the main themes of Naruto, as we will see later on in the series, is fostering the next generation. And this is kind of the start of that, a tiny bit. And also, we see that God killed Inari's father in front of the whole town because got killed a hero. It was causes everyone of the time to change. One thing Kishimoto loves to do is flashbacks.
Backstory.
Flashbacks. But I don't mind it here, because usually I feel like flashbacks, it's like, people use it to be like sympathy. When they need, like, oh, we need you to feel something for this character right now. This car is screaming, lazy writing in most cases, but not what Kishimoto did here specifically, because it's a great way of how he did it, I will get into in a second. But, we understand how Inari acts, and it also reflects Naruto, which Kakashi will point out here in a second. But we'll get to that in a second. After hearing the story, this causes Naruto to want to train more to prove Inari that heroes are real. Haku wakes Naruto up, who falls asleep in the forest. Haku tells Naruto that When people are protected, something truly precious to them, they truly can be strong as they must. Echoing Inari's father's words, basically. Both Sasuke and Naruto are able to climb trees now. Kakashi says that they're staying even though Tonzon lied to them because it's the right thing to do. And now he says that Naruto for trying, so Naruto calling him a crybaby. Kakashi talks to Inari and says that Naruto is probably the one who understands Japan the most out of anyone, because he never grew up with a father or a mother. He lacks subtlety and craft of how like he goes around saying stuff, but like he never used his loneliness as an excuse, and is always trying his hardest and hopes of someone would notice. And he also says, "I've never seen Naruto cry." And he goes like, "I think Naruto got sick of crying." So like we see like how Inari acts always crying, and like his backstory, to like get why Inari acts like he is, and when Kakashi's like, look, like Naruto might act, seem rude and all bad stuff, but like he really is trying you to like face your problem head on, like not be afraid of it, even though you're scared to. Kakashi and Team 7 leave with Tonzon but leaves Naruto behind because he loaned himself out. Naruto watches to catch up but notices something. We see goons at Inari's house. Zabuza attacks them at the bridge, proving Kakashi right about him not being dead. Sasuke beat all Zabuza's war clones. Haku is with Zabuza. I do like this section of the story. I think it's good build up for like the last set of chapters I would be talking about in this video. I love a good training section of any show in manga, and this was very excellent, very well done. I explain how like have a hand Inari's character. I think the use of flashback is done well here. And it shows again who Naruto is as a person. It shows more than just be like sympathy for this character. It's helping boosting another character in the process of doing that. Chapters 23 through 33. So this is the rest of the arc. Sasuke wants to fight Haku. Naruto tries to save his mom after reflecting on Naruto's and Kakashi's words. Naruto shows up to save the day and says sorry for calling Naru a baby since he showed a little backbone. Naruto's off to the bridge now. Haku, who uses the wall, I want him to transform them into like 1,000 stinging needles of death. Catchy name, by the way. Sasuke is faster than Haku, so he was able to dodge it. But Haku showed up Sasuke in the middle of a ice crystal magic mirror jutsu. Haku is able to slip into these mirrors. Zabuza stops Kakashi from stepping in. Haku's just dominating Sasuke at this point. Sakura tries to help, but fails. Naruto shows up. Haku stops Zabuza's attack against Naruto because he wants to fight Naruto. Naruto snuck in the ice mirrors with Sasuke. Sasuke tried to melt the ice mirrors with Fireball Jutsu, but it failed. Naruto's child clones didn't work as well. Haku's Jutsu is a Genki Genkai, which means that it's a Jutsu that is passed down from generation. Haku, according to Zabuza, has been through emotional anguish that prepares him to be a true shinobi. Kakashi whips out his Sharingan. Haku is able to figure out the secret of said Sharingan. When watching Kakashi vs. Zabuza, Kakashi's shotgun combines clarity of perception and insight with hypnosis to make it look like he can see into the future. Kakashi protects Tenzin from Zabuza. Sasuke unlocks his shotgun. Speaking of shotguns, coincidence. Sasuke protects Naruto from dying, saying that his body moved on his own. Sasuke says the person he wants to kill is his over brother. This causes Naruto to unleash a crazy amount of chocolate. And the chocolate is from the Nine-Tailed Fox. And can I say the pairing from Kishimoto here is like top notch. Like, you know. Oh, I love it so much. Naruto heals himself, like, completely. Zabuza and Kakashi sense Naruto's chakra. Naruto is now just destroying Haku with his intense chakra. Naruto punches Haku right in the face, destroying his max. Naruto drops out using Naruto's Fox chakra when he sees Haku's face, but still gives him a punch. Naruto asks how is like Zabuza approaches someone to Haku. Haku talks about how Zabuza picked up Haku after Haku's father killed his mother because he found out that she had Genki Genkai, and Haku killed his father before he could get home, and he became all alone. And that's when Zabuza came by and said, "Hey, you got a cool Genki 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 Genkai. Come with me. Come on. And he goes like, that's the only time someone saw my Genki Genkai as a gift. So he is happy becoming Zabuza's tomb. Haku asks Naruto to take his life because he goes, I failed my purpose of being Zabuza's tomb. Kakashi summoned a bunch of dogs to entrap Zabuza. Kakashi uses his lightning blade jutsu. Naruto goes into the kill for Haku, but Haku blocks Kakashi from killing Zabuza instead. Inari is trying to get villagers to fight back, but like couldn't. So Inari is going to the bridge by himself. Haku is grabbed Kakashi's arm so he couldn't pull out his arm from Haku's body. Kakashi was able to dodge Zabuza's attack. Kakashi's just pissing Zabuza at this point. Kakashi damages Zabuza's arm so he really can't attack. Go shows up with his man and plans on killing Zabuza. Go is kicking Haku's dead body. Naruto is yelling at Zabuza for saying he doesn't care for Haku, who gave his life for Zabuza. Naruto is able to reach Zabuza with his words. Zabuza asks for a kunai from Naruto and he puts in his mouth. And Zabuza is just running past all of the man Go boss to just decapitate him. But this ends up severely damaging Zabuza. Sasuke's life, though. The folks that go play brought attack because they lost their payday. The richest man in the world just got decapitated. You know, can't lay around your pocket for the several. I mean, you could. I'm sure they would go for a fine price on black markets. He was the several head of the richest man on the planet. You know, I'm sure there's a market for that somewhere. Stuffed. Oh my god. Stuffing is such a weird concept. I can picture it. Like in like a museum or something. It belongs in a museum. We have gone in Jones. Anyways. But the thugs attack because they lost the payday. The villagers rise up against him. Kakashi moves his Zabuza's body next to Haku's via Zabuza's request as he dies. And he apologized to Haku for how he treated him as only a tool. Naruto's gonna make his own ninja path because he doesn't like the idea of ninjas being tools. And it's shocks but makes Kakashi happy. And the village decides to name the bridge after Naruto, calling it the Great Naruto Bridge. And that is the end of this arc. I love this arc. Um, I feel like Naruto being able to move both Inari and Zabuza doesn't feel false, because it feels how well Inari again is a reflection of uh, who Naruto is, but like with since Haku is a reflection of Naruto, and Naruto is similar to Haku, and Naruto is just like, hey man, like he is someone who gave his life, like like it feels like he will be the one to be able to reach Zabuza, because he's similar to probably the closest person to Zabuza. And like with Hakum, Inari, and Konohara bringing mirrors of Naruto in some way, shape, or form, is with Haku being a mirror of Naruto, Inari being a mirror of Naruto, and Konohara being a mirror of Naruto, which shows how Naruto is a character and growth, able him to grow in a person. I think Zabuza is a good villain for the first arc. Kakashi's fucking cool as fuck. Sasuke, along with Kakashi's people we definitely want to learn more about, and Sakura is just there. She does nothing. She literally does nothing. She climbs the tree. That's kind of it. And that's a shame. The pairing is top notch. For all is top notch. Like Kishimoto really nails it. And like you just feel like, especially during the action scenes, I feel like you very much feel like you kind of feel like that's in motion, and that's very impressive. So I would give Naruto's Prologue Land of Waves Manga Edition and 9 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoy this review. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.